Kenya, is a Bachelor in Computer Science and Technology from Maseno University. His specialization is on cybersecurity and digital forensics analyst incident response. A CISO certified network associate, Mr. Fredrick is a certified ethical hacker, a certified security analyst. He is the vice chairman of Kenya Cybersecurity and Forensics Association. Besides other membership, he is also the member of EC Council India. His interests are in ICT, cybersecurity, and blockchain technology. He was part of different ventures. To name one, he was the lead technical expert during the National Cybersecurity Hackathon in 2020 on behalf of Communication Authority of Kenya in October 2019. He is also a researcher on how blockchain technology can be utilized in electronic evidence process in courts. He was also selected in top 100 innovators amongst 160,000 applicants on a global cybersecurity innovation in Istanbul, Turkey in 2020. He has given several media interviews on cybersecurity. The mic is yours, sir, and I am giving you the permission to share your screen, sir. I think there is a presentation of yours, sir.
Wow. Thank you very much. Can you hear me?
Of course, sir. We can hear you, sir.
Thank you. So thank you for that brief introduction. It's an honor to be here. Such an honor and a privilege to share this platform with such great minds in the industry. And I don't take it for granted. And as you have shared, I lead a team at Secunets Technologies, and we have been there for the last 10 years. I am a co-founder at Kenya CyberSecurity and Forensic Association, which has been there for the last 7 years. And the reason we founded the association was to bring together different professionals from legal, from police, also prosecutors from the courts, IT people, so that we could be able to build capacity, because we always found ourselves in a very disconnecting situation every time there are cyber breaches. So you get to understand that lawyers, they do not even understand the technical part of it. Our police officers who respond to cyber breaches, they also did not know what they are supposed to do. And for those few years, we have helped to build capacity, and at least we can say that we have seen a positive outcome. Today is a data privacy day, and I can just pose a question to each one of us. If today your machine is breached by a ransomware, let's say right now, how much data are you going to lose? Because sometimes we may be focusing a lot on coming up with policies and all those things, and then we forget about ourselves. What are you doing as a person, as an individual? Do you have personal backups? When is the last time that you updated those backups? How about your phone? If your phone got lost now and someone gets that phone, how much private information are they going to access? Some of us, we are high in the, let's say, in the career and also in the government. What do we store in our phones? Because our theme for this year is privacy matters. So does it matter to you? Or it is just a subject, as any other subject that you can be able to present out there? As a company, we've been doing a few things, and one of it, we have the Cyber Axel Fund, which is basically an acceleration fund, where we are trying to encourage young people to innovate along cybersecurity. Like now, we'll be coming up with a hackathon along the area of data privacy and data protection. Why? Because we have laws. Like now in East Africa, as you're going to see, I'll be very brief, in my presentation because of time. So if you look at East Africa, of the 5 countries within East Africa, we have about 4 of them. They already ratified the Data Protection Act. Starting with Kenya, I think last week is when the regulations were gazetted by the government, meaning that now, moving forward, we are going to see a lot of enforcement. If you look at Africa generally, we have about 30% of countries who have ratified Data Protection Act. Considering that we are within the digital transformation, we have seen a need to encourage our young people to continue innovating, because we have relied for a long time, we have relied on other countries to provide Africa with solutions. That is why we have the Cyber Excel Fund. And the outlook is not very good. If you look by 2025, we'll have already hit $10.5 trillion. This is a lot of money. And if no one is safe, whether you're in government, whether in academia, yourself as an individual, remember you can be breached by a ransomware and you're going to lose data. And why does privacy matters in the first place? The first thing is that it enables us to manage our reputation. Imagine someone's compromises your machine, and somehow there are websites that you visit which are not very good. So you can imagine someone just breach your reputation. So why the privacy matters a lot, even before we think about so many things, is because we are so careful of our reputation. Some of us, we have reputation as far as our machines and our phones have not been breached. But if our computers are breached, even our emails, the content that we communicate on Facebook is so anti. So the second one is respecting of individuals. For instance, if you have if you are a customer somewhere, it matters a lot that they try to put the necessary measures so that they protect your privacy. So that shows that the companies and the governments, they respect you as an individual. The third one, in relationships, whether personal, professional, government, or commercial, we depend upon trusting the other party. So why the privacy matters is that it creates that trust. So you can imagine I exchange an information with you, then the information gets into the third party, then you can imagine that that trust is going to be broken. And the last one is the privacy is a limit on government powers. So we have to limit our governments because they can go to some extent and they misuse the trust that we have given them, even using our data. So that's why privacy matters. It doesn't mean that just because I'm a citizen, you are the government, that you should now be able to misuse my information to your advantage. And as we move along, this is the status in terms of Data Protection Act legislations within East Africa. And if you look, Kenya has already ratified a law. Uganda, Tanzania is in that stage, the drafting stage. We have Rwanda, we have Botswana. And if you look in Africa generally, we have 30%, meaning that there's a lot of work that is needed to be done. And for us who are outside Africa, this is an opportunity for you. For instance, all these countries, they have ratified these laws in the last 1 year, maximum 2 years. So all these are opportunities for you guys to come and try to tap into this. And of course, we need collaborations so that we can be able to assist our continent. So why do we need data protection for Africa? Of course, the first one is to empower citizens with our government agencies over our personal data. So citizens must be empowered. And how are they going to be empowered? Like in Kenya, we have a Huduma number, a platform called Huduma number, where the government is centralizing all data concerning the citizen. So a citizen does not have to log in to so many platforms so that they can be able to access their private information. That is one. But now there is need to protect that information. The second one, it enables trusted and secure data flow, both domestically and internationally within Africa. And the third one, I'm just going faster, provide regulatory certainty for existing businesses, prospective investors. So we are encouraging investors to invest in Africa. Like now we are encouraging our young people to start thinking along, coming up with solutions along cybersecurity. Because what we have seen a growth along fintech, M-Pesa in Kenya, and many other financial technology innovations. But we have not yet seen our wealthy people in Africa, and mostly in Kenya. We have not seen them invest along cybersecurity. So we are also reaching out there so that we can have many investors coming to Africa, because we are going to be importing, we are going to, to be exporting cybersecurity technology from Africa, right from Africa. And the last one is to accelerate the Africa's ambition towards a technology-enabled and data-driven economy, courtesy of digital transformation. So everyone is adopting technology, but we are not thinking what are the pros and cons of fully digitizing. Like now, out of COVID-19, we have seen so many organizations moving to the cloud without even thinking what is the implication. Well, it enhances the effectiveness of your business performance. But now again, you expose yourself to the cloud because you do not have direct, support or direct management of whatever is being offered on the cloud. And if you look at the challenges, someone can mute their mics, please. If you look at the challenges, why Africa is lagging behind in terms of data privacy, we have so much embedded data privacy. It is not clear. Like now, Kenya has their own set of laws, Uganda has their own set of laws, and yet they exchange information cross borders, So because of this, it becomes very hard. And also we have devices coming from all over, coming from China, without any standardization. Our Kenya Bureau of Standards have also somehow, failed us as a country. And also there's increasing maintenance cost in terms of privacy. You need servers, you need firewalls, you need infrastructure to be able to guarantee that there's privacy of that information. For right now, investing in an infrastructure to protect a company against ransomware is almost nearly impossible. So we invest a lot on data backups, and that becomes a challenge. The other one, without going through all of them, there's bad data culture. So in Africa, we have seen bad data culture. So people do not value the data. And as we move along, courtesy of digital transformation, we are going to see someone mute their mic, please. Someone mute their mic to avoid wasting of time. Yeah, sorry. So someone was saying that I do the full screen, but I think I can just...
Yes, sir, I request you to make the screen a full screen, sir.
Okay, then just a minute, Is it visible? Is it visible
okay now? Is it okay now?
Can you see it?
Yeah, we can see it now, sir. I request other audience if it is okay.
Yeah,
sir. You can continue, sir.
it is visual, but it is not full screen.
Okay. For me, I've done the full screen. Let's continue because of time. So, and there's someone who need to mute their mics, please.
Yeah, a lot of background sound is coming.
So I don't know.
Just click on right side in the in your screen where is showing 73%. Just before that one full slideshow preview. Just click on that, then you will get the full screen. Where 73% showing right below in your screen.
Okay. I cannot see it, but are you able to see something, on the screen? Is the presentation visible? Can you see what I'm presenting now?
Yeah, is it visible, but not in full screen mode, but still it is clear for me also.
I think we can proceed in the interest of time.
Sir, let us go.
Just someone is someone to mute their mic. So
Mr. Fredrick, I request you, sir, please check at your end whether it is a full screen or not, because from my end, I can see the full screen.
I'm saying someone to mute their mic.
Yes, sir. I'll request everyone to please mute your mics. You can continue, sir.
Okay, thank you. So I was reading on the bad culture. We have seen bad culture within our African brothers and sisters, and that has not contributed to investment along the data privacy. And also, you know, ever increasing scales of data. We have seen huge data, like now M-Pesa, the mobile banking platform, generates millions and millions of records. But now trying to come up with structures so that we can be able to, you know, to utilize that data for business intelligence, it becomes a challenge. And that is one of the challenges that we have seen, which prevent our African countries from adopting most of these data privacy requirements. So the other one is on the some of the opportunities that we have seen, you know, out of the data privacy. If you're an investor, if you have a company, so this is the right time to come and invest in Africa. One of the reasons is we have seen that many countries have just ratified their Data Protection Act, and so much is going to be needed by, you know, by these organizations, by the countries. They are actually setting up authorities to regulate the data commissioner. Like now we have data commissioner in place in Kenya, Uganda, they are just setting up. So you can see the huge opportunities, the business opportunities along data privacy within Africa. In the next 5 years, you know, there's so much opportunities that is going to be, you know, to be guaranteed if someone is interested in that. And, you know, along the areas of training, capacity building for government and private sector, there are needs for data protection officers. So these are human resources who are going to be the one stewarding data protection in organizations. So there's such a need as we speak. And also the data privacy policies for organizations across the board. So we have compliance period for most of these organizations and countries within Africa, and what they are doing, what are they doing within that duration. So one of it is the awareness campaign on the rights to privacy and protection of personal data. So this is just capacity building, awareness to the public so that they know that they are rights, they have rights as data subjects. Most of them, they do not know. So they share the information anyhow, and that information is misused, you know, for the wrong reason and for bringing businesses to other people without the consent. Another one is co-designing implementation frameworks in partnership with key stakeholders. We have seen this. The Kenyan government is, you know, is partnering with the association, partnering with companies, so that frameworks can be set up as we plan the rollout of the Data Protection Act. We have also seen the operationalization of the law. Like now, moving forward in the next like 1 year, there shall be a lot of enforcement within the East African context. Another one is the establishment of support platforms to help organizations of all sizes to first become data secure, second, institute internal frameworks and policies to protect their data. So what we have done as a company, most organizations, in this case, the SMEs as circles, they are not able to invest, you know, have budget allocations for cyber, for data protection. So what we have done is that we have a cyber toolkit, which is basically like a free framework where we now guide them on what they are supposed to do. It is on the cloud, and we give them access so that they can be able to run their own tests. They can be able to run their own questionnaires, their own surveys, and also download some of the open source tools to run within their organization, identifying if there are any security gaps, so that they can start on a journey to be able to be fully data privacy and data protection compliant. And we have seen it working, because most of these organizations, the management, the boards, they do not actually understand why they should be able to approve budgets, allocations for privacy and protection of the data. Almost the last one, establishing adequacy frameworks for cross-border. Like now, if you are to do business with people from India, from your organizations, so how are we going to relate? Considering you have your own law, we have our own laws. So these laws must be able to enable business opportunities and for us to work together. as compared the other way. If the law comes and it makes it hard for us to invest in India and for you people to invest on our side, then we don't think that such laws add any value. Last one, training across the both public and private. As an association, this is something that we have taken close to our hearts. We are doing a lot of capacity building and training across organizations, and we have seen it work. And I can guarantee you, this is the time for anyone who is looking to take opportunities, collaborations, partnerships on trainings, on capacity building and collaborations along the areas of provision of services, provision of softwares for data protection, for data subject and access across the board. So thank you very much for your time, and you can follow us. You can check out our website. You can also follow me and us on our social media, and we'll be able to see how we can be able to collaborate so that indeed we can make sure that privacy matters in our lives and also in our companies. Thank you.